Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this a brand new day. We're in, boy, all the medications that I took this morning are helping. I'll get into that. First off, I got my fan on in my window because I need moving air. I get too warm, even at like 55 degrees, especially if air is not moving. It's just stagnant. I overheat, I sweat, it's nasty. So, thumbs up for that. And as stated, oh boy, the thing about this whole thing going on in my neck is every single day is a new adventure in what's going to happen. Yesterday, my arm felt pretty good. It felt pretty good. Today, it doesn't feel pretty good. I mentioned yesterday how I'd stopped taking acetaminophen, how I was trying to cut down on my ibuprofen for my kidneys. Nah, this morning I had to take 500 milligrams of Tylenol and an ibuprofen and going in with a caffeine tablet, of course, and then taking the gabapentin. Oh, it's just, yay. Like I said, you can never tell, and that's joyous. I mean, it works. I'm going to be using it as much as I can, as best I can, but yeah, normally it's like 15 pounds. It feels like it's 25, and those springs are hard, and everything hurts and just aches, and Oh, and on that sound effect, as a really quick aside, as I pull on my shirt, because I do this all the time, all day, whenever this starts pulling up and riding, I tug it on down again, and I just keep doing that. Anyway, though, try to remember what the heck I was talking about. Good God, I should not have gotten sidetracked on my shirt, because I've forgotten entirely what I was going to say. God, I love ADHD. My fault for getting sidetracked, though. If I remember, hopefully I will. Checking on my list here, though, because even though I can't remember what the thing I was going to talk about, this is the big one. When I had talked to my one housemate who is largely in charge of everything, and in the relationship for like financial stuff and such, I talked with her. She told me the utilities were going to not be paid anymore for next month, which of course sent me into panic, and then I wasn't able to contact them or talk to them, which was joyous. They've just been gone and all that. Well, yesterday they showed up. First he, then she, and then they did stuff for a while. This was really shortly after I got back from Walkies, and I was so physically and mentally tired. I could barely keep my eyes open. I was stumbling. I could not think, and I was so tired. And of course, that's when he came home and then she came home. I asked him, when she said utilities, she meant the internet, Comcast, not everything. That's good. It gives me another month. At the same time, that's bad. That's the internet. So I asked her if I paid for Comcast this month via Facebook Messenger, would we be able to keep it up for another month? Because I can't live here and be disconnected. I haven't gotten an answer. They're supposed to be coming by sometime today. So if they leave an answer in Facebook Messenger or when I see them today, because this gives me time. Because before that, it was 2 weeks. Now, assuming I can get the internet paid for, I have all of next month to line up places to live. This is both good and bad. Good because it allows me time to line up a place to live. Bad because I need to be homeless before the VA will help me. As long as I have an actual home, the VA will never help me. And this means the VA is not going to help me. Good and bad. So, I'm still asking for help. I got the money to pay for Comcast this month, I believe. I haven't checked the Patreon thing. People have said I've had X amount of money. I haven't checked this morning or even yesterday because I have had so much going on up here, it's hard to remember anything at all. So, apparently I have enough money to pay for the internet. And then I have a month to try and get a storage unit, U-Haul, place to stay, transportation to and from all these places because I don't have a working vehicle. That gives me a chance to breathe. Now my housemates, when they came home, they started cleaning off like pictures and moving things to get and putting things into plastic bins. They're getting ready. Right now, they are getting ready. They are paying rent out at a place, which is a relative of hers. They hate the place out there. They were planning on doing a whole lot of work here. Instead, they did a little bit of work, filled up some bins, and then headed out and started checking out rental places. So, it could be end of the month if they find a place to move to. But one of the reasons they're not going to pay for Comcast is so they can get a rental storage unit of their own to put their stuff into, so probably have all of next month to go. And yeah, my brain is not set up for this. Again, they don't use the term anymore, but you still hear terms that aren't actual medical terms. So the lay person understands these terms even though they are not medically used anymore. You still hear people say, I have Asperger's, or this person has Asperger's. They don't use that as a diagnosis. You hear me say, I am what they used to call high-functioning autistic. They don't use that term anymore. But medically is one thing, and lay terms is another, where people still use Asperger's and high functioning. I am what they used to call high functioning. That means I can operate independently. But my best description of this I ever found was what paraphrased down into your life. You can live independently, but your life is going to be a long, drawn-out, slow-motion, flaming car wreck. My life has been a long, drawn-out, slow-motion, flaming car wreck. The only time it hasn't been is when I had the proper level of support. My wife, she did what I could not. I did what she could not. We fit together like that. And so during that period of time, she did the things that I couldn't because of my high-functioning autism. Since, of course, her death, I'm back into long, drawn-out, slow-motion, flaming car wreck mode. This makes it very difficult to deal with things as well. So, I can function independently. It's just, I need a level of support, which is why they just now say, autism spectrum disorder, and there are levels of this disorder. I have level 1, which is you can operate independently, you just need a bit of support. Well, that's the kind of person I am. I don't have that support, so yay. But yeah, I'm freaked out about this still, but I have a chance to breathe. If I can keep the internet going, then I will be okay. Because not having internet cuts me off completely socially. I am thoroughly socially isolated. And I can't deal with that. I go downhill quickly, mentally, with my status. Ba-ding, as my DualShock 4 disconnects. I do have some other things on my list. I mean, partly, of course, is, hey, I do have that GoFundMe. So hopefully I've got it up in the link or some such. It's definitely down below. If you can donate, that would be very awesome. Again, I am not a grifter. I don't want you to just send me money no matter what. That is why I say you have to be able to have discretionary income. If it's going to hurt you because you won't be able to pay your bills, don't do it. Keep your money. Your safety, your life, everything about that is first. Now, once you're past that, do you want to go off and do things on your own and you want to use your money for that? Don't send money to me if afterward there's none left. That's yours. You're using it for a purpose. If after you've taken care of your needs, your wants, your desires, if you have some discretionary money left over and you would like to donate that, I would like to please have a donation if you could. Again, only in that situation would I deeply appreciate your giving me a donation. Otherwise, please do not keep your money unless you have that much that you can afford to give and you wish to. I am not a grifter. I don't even like asking for help this way. But if you can afford it, thank you very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. I mean, most of my money, it goes straight to rent. And then a lot of my discretionary money past that goes to buying things like clothing and such. I can't see any of the, clothing, lotion. I wanted to pick stuff up and show it off, but like my lotion bottles are down on the floor and such because I lotion up my lower legs. Because if I take my support stockings off without lotioning up my legs, it is an explosion of dead skin. Just a cloud. So I lotion up and it's good. Oh boy, I'm trying to I almost remember things and then I forget them again. Yes, I remember. Oh boy, I had a telephone conversation with a VA person from the pain clinic. They asked me, do I have my cellulitis under control? Oh, my leg. I have swelling around my left ankle along with generalized swelling of the entire leg, but I'm having that on this side too. The lymph nodes on my lower legs were damaged some decades back and slowly healing, but with the cellulitis, that damaged them again. Yay! Now, I had mentioned that there was some weird discoloration going on with my leg. It's still happening. The weird thing is, the discoloration started low, and they're just big red spots, and they don't fade. They started off low to my ankle, and they started moving up. The thing is, as they move up, they also clear out down here. So I now have some red discoloration on the inside of my left leg, and on the front, halfway in the middle. But it's cleared up as it's moved up. It's not really sore, but it's discolored. And then I have that extra swelling around the ankle. And this morning walking around inside of my ankle, it hurts again. 2023 has been a very, very bad year for me. I have spent almost 6 months now with cellulitis in both my right leg, and as soon as that cleared up, got it in my left leg. It has not been a good year for a lot of reasons. However, life is life. It's not the end. I'm going to hopefully get some recording done, but I don't know what's going on with my housemates, and I need to ask them more questions. Like, I got to ask them, since I'm not getting an answer over Facebook, I got to ask them, can I pay for the Comcast? Because you can minor league connect using the internet at like the library, but because it is a public network, they have to be very careful. You can't connect anything to their network. They can't trust an outside thing like that. And even if you go online, sure, you can do things like check your email. That's about it. You can't do anything that requires a whole lot of online web stuff because the network needs protection. So, yeah. It's been great. It's still great. Happy days. So, what am I going to do today? I'm going to try and go through some of my stuff and throw out the stuff that I don't need and don't want. I'm going to try and and on top of that, try and survive, because still, while that gives me a little reprieve, I still don't know about the internet, and we're still having to deal with it's going to end, because after all, once again, they've gone out looking at rental places yesterday, which means real quick things are moving. So, what else do I have on my list? Is there anything at all? Not much past that. I haven't done much. I got back from Walkies, as stated yesterday. Then my housemates came home. I staggered up here, sat in my chair, and I fell asleep for about 3 or 4 hours. It was around 7:30 when I woke up. It couldn't have been any more than 3:30 when I came up here and sat down. Oy vey. So I just edited my Walkies video, uploaded that, and that was it. So yesterday I did my vlogging, and then I went for Walkies almost immediately. And then upon coming back, fell asleep, and then did my Walkies video, and then it was 10 o'clock at night. So literally I did nothing yesterday. Life is wonderful. I do in fact want to continue my Dead Island series. I mean, I enjoy it quite a bit. I enjoy any zombie game at all. And even though it's an older game, 2011, and it has some really annoying bugs. I mean, I'm a throwing person. I throw my stuff at any of the zombies that are out there. Unfortunately, the weapons tend to clip through the geometry of the floor. So sometimes, if you're not lucky, you'll just see a weird little nubbin through the floor. And if you focus on it, you get the information so you can pick up your weapon. If you don't notice that little nubbin instead of your huge weapon sitting on the floor, you've lost it. On the other hand, I look at this as it's kind of part of the game. You know, you're going to be losing weapons all the time, especially if you're out on the streets. I mean, I lose stuff all the time just in a situation like this, which is semi-control. If I was out on the street and I was pitching stuff at zombies in the way that the streets look in this game, yeah, I'd be losing stuff all the time. So I just look at it as part of the game. Yeah, you know, I may start out with a huge inventory and lose like 25% of it, but at the same time, if you got money, you can buy stuff off vendors, and you're finding stuff all the time. So, thumbs up on that. As stated, hopefully I can get some recording of that done. It would be good. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and thank some of the people that have left me comments in the past 24 hours. I just thought of this right now. I mean, I have my comments up here right now, but there, you know, there's Susan Brazel. Thank you very, very much. And I can't even see from this distance. Rabota, Rip, and Chris, thank you very much. There was Joker, and It's Relit, thumbs up and thank you. JAII, greatly appreciated. In a script I cannot read, but thank you very much. Easy Mode Fishing, thumbs up and thank you. There is Wumbo, greatly appreciated, thumbs up. Jan, who is going to be, when I start doing reactions again, which as soon as all this gets cleared up, I hope to start doing, they have graciously offered, and I have accepted, for them to do the editing on the videos, so thumbs up on that. We have RJ Mitchell, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. There's Dragon Brethren, thumbs up. Big, Fluffy, Big Butt, thank you very, very much for everything you have done, not only now, but through the years. Greatly appreciated. Adonis Rivera, thumbs up and thank you. Made in Canada, greatly appreciated, and always good to see you in the comments. Jesse Koskinen, again, thumbs up and thank you. Always good to see you in the comments. It is appreciated as well. Coco's, thumbs up. 77 Arcturus, greatly appreciated. A definite thumbs up. Thumbs up for everybody. And then with my arm and such like that, I can't really write. I do thank my Patreon patrons, though I don't have any of them written up here. But each and every one of my Patreon patrons, greatly appreciated. Thumbs up, thank you. And for everybody that has donated to my GoFundMe campaign so that I'll be able to move, even though it's not going to be in 2 weeks. It's going to be like in 2 weeks and a month. So thumbs up and thank you for everybody that helps. It's nice to have moving breathing room. But that's only just moved the deadline back a bit. You know, it's still racing back at me like a freight train, so thumbs up. Past that, I'm going to be doing the very best that I can do. I'm still going to go out for walkies. I have to take care of my kitty cat. And then I want to do the recording of Dead Island as best I can. I want to do things. I mean, I'm doing better at being able to sit in a chair. I mean, this hurts. It hurts to sit here. It's just all the way that this hangs. When I sit, it does pulling on the nerves and the muscles, and it hurts to sit. It's gotten a whole lot better. I mean, I couldn't sit without agony before. Now, it just increases the pain from instead of standing. Lying down with the pillow is good. Standing up is a couple ticks less than good. It's not bad, but it's not good. And here it's less comfortable than standing, but it's not agony anymore. Which of course is weird, because lying down used to be the best. Sitting in a chair used to be the next best. And then standing up was something that was horrific and awful because of my lower back. But everything up here is so awful. Gating. My body is focusing on this and not paying attention to my lower back. As soon as this clears up, my lower back issues are going to flare back up. But hopefully you are going to get done the things that you want to get done. That would be a very, very good thing. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very, very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up. Tug on my shirt again. I have gained weight, which bothers me. I'm up to like 205. I was down to 190. Oh, that was the one thing I wanted to say. I am so chronically online with ridiculous memes that when I'm just all by myself and doing something, I will, if something surprises me or I find something good, I'll do that stupid McConaughey, wow, voice to myself. And it's like, oh my God. And then even worse, I'm always getting that, going on. Being chronically online, yay. Well, you take care, and I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing.